Have you seen anything yet? I'm not seeing anything.
It says it's streaming live. Okay, I see you moving the mouse around. Video manager.
Yeah, let me get this. Here we go. I just gotta get this link here, and I'm gonna paste it there. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? I'm going to wait a little bit and see if we can get some more people in the room. But we have gotten a ton of questions about these augers, so we're going to show them off one more time. This video is going to be just about the augers and the augers alone. I'm going to wait a little bit and, hey, Roger, is there a way you can mute or do like a push to talk? One more time, this video is going to be just because I'm hearing myself like 5 minutes after I talk.
Okay, let me mute my mic. But if I do that, well, I can't relay messages.
Can you do like a push to talk though?
This mic won't do it for some reason. Okay, let me mute my mic. I've tried it several times. Let me move it.
Can you do like a push to talk?
Alright, what about now? Try it. This mic won't do it.
Well, it's going to take a little while to catch back up. I'm not hearing myself now, but it'll take like 30 seconds.
Here.
Yeah, I can still hear myself. Can you do can't you do push to talk on your mic?
Oh.
Or can you just mute it until someone has a question?
Oh yeah.
That way, can't you do push to talk on your mic? That way I don't have to listen to myself. Or can you just mute it until someone has a question? Sorry guys, we're trying to figure out the mics here. Roger is in here with me, and he is going to be answering, or at least telling me your guys' questions, because I can't read any questions that you send me. So we're just kind of figuring out how to get that. I'm still hearing it, Roger. Roger is in here with me, and he is going to be answering, or at least telling me your guys' questions, because I can't read any.
It don't even work when I mute it.
You have headphones?
I'm still hearing
no.
Can you turn the volume down? Because what it is it's the speakers. It's your computer playing the speakers, and it's recording it.
Oh, okay.
So I can hear myself like 10 seconds after.
What it is it's
I can't hear you at all.
It's your computer playing the speakers and it's recording it.
Sorry, guys.
So I can hear myself like 10 seconds after.
There you go.
Alright, that's a lot better. At least I'm not blaring myself to death. Alright, guys, so anyways, sorry for that, for the people that are in here. And anybody that's watching this later, basically what I was saying earlier, we're getting a lot of questions about the augers. I'm still hearing myself, Roger. This is horrible.
Yeah, I turned your volume down to where I can just barely hear you.
We're getting a lot of questions.
That may help.
The augers. I'm still hearing myself, Roger. This is horrible.
Didn't pick you up now.
Alright, we'll go from here. It's definitely better now. So, alright guys, basically the augers. Yeah, I'm still hearing myself, dude. I'm just gonna fight through it. This is gonna be hard to do with this echo.
It's definitely better.
Was it doing it last night?
Alright guys.
It wasn't doing it this bad, man, but it's horrible because I'm trying to talk and all I can hear is myself.
I'm just gonna fight through it. It's gonna be hard to do.
Let me see if I can fix push to talk on this one.
Sorry guys, hang with us. Hang with us.
It's horrible because I'm trying to talk.
In the meantime, if you want to see what's going on with the logging, we'll do that.
Fuck shit.
Sorry guys, hang with us.
No, we don't want to do that.
In the meantime, if you want to see what's going on with the logging, we'll do that.
No, that's not going to work either. that.
Push to talk. Okay. So,
Yikes.
okay, now I push to talk.
You got pushed.
Can you hear me?
I don't know yet because it's a little bit of a delay. So
I set my right mouse button to push to talk. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you when you say it, when you talk. So, but I'm still hearing myself, man.
This microphone is crazy. It's set on push to talk. It shouldn't be picking up anything.
Yeah, I can hear you when you say it. When you talk, so. But I'm still hearing myself.
Sorry, guys. You know when you're on like when you're on a cell phone and you can hear yourself in it, and it's really hard to talk. That's what we're fighting right now. If not, we might just have to do it anyways.
Sorry, guys. You know when you're on like when you're on a cell phone and you can hear yourself in it, it's really hard to talk. That's what we're fighting right now. If not, we might just have to do it anyways.
Dude, now there's like a triple echo. I can hear myself and then I can hear myself again on your stream.
Now there's like a triple echo. I can hear myself and then I can hear myself again on your stream.
Option.
Sorry, guys. We're gonna get it worked out.
So far, I've tried push to talk. I've tried everything before, and it just doesn't work.
Did you do it on TeamSpeak? Push to talk?
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
it still picks up.
Worked out.
What the heck, man?
Did you do it on TeamSpeak? Push the talk?
This is one of those blue mics that picks up everything. I'm moving it way back here.
Well, I don't know if it's picking me up in your computer or if it's picking me up on the mic. I guess we'll find out here in a second.
Well, I don't know if it's picking up in your
Yeah,
computer.
Roger, it's picking me up on your computer, man, because it sounds like I'm right next to it.
Alright, let me turn you.
What if you mute your no, that probably won't do it either.
It sounds like I'm right next to it.
All right,
Try that.
if anybody knows how to fix this and you're watching, send Roger a message.
But I can barely hear you now.
Yeah, I can still hear myself like I'm right here.
On this microphone.
It's really annoying, dude.
Send Roger a message.
All right,
Yeah, I can still hear myself like I'm right here.
Roger, I think what we're gonna do, dude, can you just jump in YouTube and answer their questions
Alright.
Oh yeah.
on chat?
Yeah, let me jump in
And just jump out of my channel, that way I don't have to hear myself, and just try to help them out on chat.
Okay.
On chat.
Alright, sorry guys, we were trying to figure out the TeamSpeak, but
And just jump out of my channel.
I kept hearing myself and that was really annoying. So anyways, I can't see any of your messages, so if you ask me something, just understand that Roger's going to be answering you on chat.
Alright, sorry guys. We were trying to figure out TeamSpeak, but I kept hearing myself and that was really annoying. So anyways,
And it's
I can't
still
see
doing
any
it.
of your messages, so if you ask me something, just understand that Roger's going to be answering you on chat.
Alright, hang on. Alright guys, I'm back. We'll see if this is still echoing. Must be something with TeamSpeak. It's like, it's crazy. It's throwing me all these echoes and I can't focus. It's like when you're talking on cell phone and someone, like, you can hear your voice.
Alright guys, I'm back.
Yeah,
Let's see if
still
this is
doing it.
Must be something with TeamSpeak. It's like,
Alright, I'm just going to turn my volume completely off. So anyways, just understand please that I can't hear you guys. I had to turn my volume all the way off because it is annoying the crap out of me because I can hear myself. So anyways, we've gotten a lot of questions about the auger system, and I wanted to walk you guys through it real quick. They're still pumping in. I've done a couple tutorial videos and everything, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch this video and understand what's going on. So anyways, the Batco augers that were with the pack, they actually were the wrong one. That is my bad. The new ones are in the pinned post on Facebook. Those are the revised version, work 10 times better. Make sure you download those and replace them with the other Batco pack. Simple to do, just put it in your mod folder. So anyways, I'm going to show you really quick how they work. This is going to be a real short and sweet message. And Roger, if there's like a really important question, send me a message or jump in TeamSpeak and ask me real quick, but otherwise I can't hear you guys, so we'll go ahead and do this. So basically we're going to start with the Batco. You're going to want to make sure that your engine options are turned to off, your automatic engine start. You're going to want to be able to leave your tractor engine running, so that's number one. And then we're going to line this up with the little peephole or whatever you want to call it up here by the ladder.
That's number one.
So the auger is all mouse controls. I'm just moving the mouse up to do that. And I'm going to try to line it up as the best I can with that hole. Now, I like to play realistically, so I'm going to try to aim it up with the hole, but honestly, as long as you're somewhere up above this, you'll be okay.
By chance, do you have Facebook up in the background?
Do you what? What, Roger? Roger, what'd you say?
Is your Facebook, is the video playing on your Facebook at the same time?
Let me check. It might be on my
Is the
YouTube.
video playing on your Facebook?
Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Oh, good old new to streaming. So, hey, look at that. It was my fault the whole time. All right, let's go back to here. Check that out. All right, Roger, we're good to go. It only took us like 20 minutes to get that figured out, but you can jump back in here. Hang on a second.
Guy posted. He said you just posted it on Facebook. It's probably open.
All right. So anyways, guys, sorry about that. That was my bad. But anyways, we're gonna start back off here. So we're gonna back the auger up to this area. But what I was basically saying is that as long as you're above the grain bin somewhere in this area, it's gonna work. You don't have to be perfectly lined up. With the Batcos, you're gonna want to unhook, and then you've got to attach the PTO to the side. This is what runs the auger. So I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna back up. I could probably do this a little bit better. You want to make sure you're somewhat close to this, otherwise you can actually move the auger when you attach it, and you might knock it off the spots. So we'll go ahead and hook it up, and now I can just leave this here. So I'm going to jump in my other tractor. Now this is the other piece of the Batco that you're going to want, and actually I can show you in the belt systems. You're going to find this auger and this little bottom piece, the hopper is what I call it. You're going to need both these pieces to work. Alright, so we're going to move this now into place at the bottom. And again, guys, for those that are just joining or those that couldn't understand because we were having all the echo problems, these are actually a revised version that it was my bad. I gave you guys the wrong Batco system. So if you were using the Batco from the pack, it's actually the wrong one, and you'll be able to replace this with the version that is in the pin post now. Okay, so anyways, we're going to make sure the pipe is out. Hit O, and we're going to want to fold the PS2400. That's going to lower this down, and then I can go ahead and unhook, and I can get out of here with this. And Roger, you can jump back in, dude. I think the problem with our mic is fixed now. So
okay, I'm back in.
yeah, so I can hear you now. There's
Yeah,
it was all my fault.
The guy in the stream posted, if you just posted the link, it's probably playing in your background.
Yep, and he was right. So I feel like an idiot. All right, so we're gonna go up here. I've already filled this with some grain. So we'll go ahead and get this thing started, and we'll back it up over the hopper.
Okay, we have a bunch of people asking, well, they can't find the link, and how can I get the map? So you're gonna want to go over that too.
Okay, so watch the video first, please, and we'll talk about the pin posts here after we get to this, okay? So basically, if you see up here in my HUD, up in this area, where it says unload. Now, when you're holding, or when you're driving around with a tipper, see where it says left control I, unload here? You're gonna see that all the time. That basically means that I can just go ahead and unload right here. You don't want to do that, because obviously that's gonna dump it on the ground. So whenever you get to a spot where it actually changes to unload at the very top, you'll see it right there, turn to unload. That means that you're unloading into a spot that the game is seeing. So you want to be able to see that unload at the top. Now if I hit I, it's going to actually unload into the hopper. But I want to jump back in this tractor and make sure that everything is turned on first. So my pipe needs to be out. I need to hit O, and then we are good to go. Okay, so now I can jump out. And I want to, again, for those that are just joining, you have to have in your menu, you need to make sure the automatic engine start is turned off, because this tractor needs to continue running while we're doing this, okay? So we're going to jump in here, and now when I hit I, it's going to unload into the hopper. You're going to see it filling up there, and it didn't work. So I'm going to have to jump back in this tractor. Of course this would happen. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, I knocked myself off of the area. So, alright, real good. We're going to go ahead and unhook from here, and I'll show you guys how to fix this if that ever happens. God, these backhoes can be a pain in the ass. Once you get everything lined up, it's perfect. This is why I use the Farm King, and I'll show you guys the Farm King next. The backhoe is awesome. It's like really super realistic, but at the same time, it can be a nightmare to try to get lined up perfectly. There you go. You can actually hear the backhoe unloading because now it's in the right spot. So I'm going to drop it there. The only problem that we had is we just weren't in the right spot at the top. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up. Alrighty. And actually our hopper should be, I think it'll probably work here, so we'll go ahead and try it. If not, we might have to move the hopper.
I'm glad I have the lazy man hit point.
Yes. and you know, the thing is, like, some people are going to hate this, and that's fine. You don't have to use these hoppers. You can, or these bins. You can, there's plenty of placeables, but I prefer to play realistically, so. And now it is actually working because you can actually hear it. So if you look up there on top of the bin, you'll see it unloading. So again, just a quick walkthrough. We have to get both pieces. It's going to be in the belt system, so you need both this backhoe and this backhoe. You're going to want to line the big tall auger arm up first. Make sure that it's somewhere near the drop-off point up here, which is anywhere near this little hole here. And then you're going to want to set that up, drop it. You're going to want to hook this tractor's PTO up to the side right here, and then you're going to want to make sure that your pipe is out. So O, you're going to want to make sure that the pipe is out, and you're going to want to leave your engine running. You're going to place the second piece in here so that the out charge, or whatever you want to call it, is lined up with this hopper, and then you can go ahead and dump. So it's pretty simple once you get it lined up, but it can be a pain in the ass with the backhoes. So we're gonna move all this stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna show you guys the Farm King. Farm King is much easier. I prefer it, even though the backhoe is kind of cool. I prefer it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece. And again, for those that are just joining, the backhoe that was released with the map is actually the wrong one. So in the pin post, and we'll go over the pin post here in a minute, there's actually a different one that you guys can download. So I'm gonna pull this thing out of the area. Let's get it out of the way.
Bryce says, will the semi in your video be released?
What semi? The blue one?
Which one, Bryce? Yes, the blue one.
That is actually not my semi. So Roger, who's actually the one kind of narrating right now my messages, him and Bart Manning made that. So we're gonna have to check with those guys to see if they're okay with it.
Okay, a guy wants to know, how do you get the grain out once you load it?
I will show you guys that once we use the Farm King. That'll be the next step, okay?
Same principle on both.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and go over the unloading once we get this one lined up. So same thing, mouse controls. So I'm using mouse up to go up and mouse down to go down, okay? And again, I just want to make sure that it's somewhere in the area of this hole, which we're pretty damn close right there. But I just want to make sure it's somewhere over here. Now, if you guys are over the edge of the hopper like this, it's not going to read the trigger. So it needs to be over the edge, but it can be pretty much anywhere up here. As long as it's somewhere like in this vicinity, it's going to work. Okay, so it doesn't have to be right here. I just like to make sure that it is on my sake. Okay, so now we've got that lined up. You're gonna actually see here in the options, X is fold the Farm King. So we're going to actually unfold it. It says fold, but we're going to unfold it. And then it's going to go to this position right here. Now the rest of the controls are going to be mouse controls. So if I move the mouse right and left, this is left, this is right, we're going to go up and down. And that's holding down the left mouse button. So I'm going to try to get it close. And then actually the middle mouse button the left mouse button, the right mouse button, sorry guys, controls the spinning of the hopper. And then that's left and right, and then up and down will actually raise this up and down. So I want to get it somewhat close to the ground. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you actually don't want to mash it into the ground, because if you go too hard into the ground, you will end up making the top of the auger arm here go out of whack. So if you can see, if I start to push too hard on the ground, I'll start to move that, and if I go way too hard, I might knock myself off that point. So you just want to be really kind of sensitive with it. Alright, so that's now set up. Now what I want to do is hit pipe out, 0, and once that thing is set to pipe out, we are good to go. Again, you're going to have to make sure your tractor is running. So under the escape, to get to the menu, you hit escape. You have to make sure that this setting is turned to off, because your tractor needs to be running. I'm going to jump in the tipper here, and we will go get some more grain. Alright, so I'm just going to fill up with some grain here.
Yeah, this is just a quick way to get grain for demonstrations.
Yeah, I use that silo just for when I'm testing the map, just so I can get some grain. Okay, so again, for those just joining, if you're new to Farm Sim, if you notice when I'm out here away from the little dump spot, you're going to see left control I down here on the HUD, up on the left top. So where it says left control I, that would be if I just wanted to dump on the ground, which I don't want to do. Actually, it actually got in that trigger there. But normally, like if I was way over here, if I get myself away from it and I hit left control I, it's actually going to dump on the ground. So if you see unload here, that's not what we're looking for. What we're actually looking for is unload, and it'll show up at the very top of the HUD where it says detach. So you're going to know that you're in the right spot when you see unload. So you'll notice as I get closer, you're going to see that detach is going to turn to unload, and once I'm there, I'm good to go. So now I can just go ahead and unload as long as this auger arm is set up correctly and the pipe is out. You got to remember that the pipe is out. If I hit I, it's going to unload in here, and you're actually going to see it come out there. And actually my auger arm is moving, so it may stop working here, because if it gets too far away from there, yep. And so the easy way to fix this, remember how I said that sometimes if this arm is too far down, I must have put it too far down, it can actually take itself out of whack. So I'm going to actually, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to crank it back over there.
Okay, Mark Viewpoint says, thanks for doing this. We're struggling with that auger. Good demo.
Yeah, so now again we're over the, and it is moving. Normally it won't move like this as long as you keep it off the ground. It's really not this finicky as it's actually acting in the video. So I'm going to show you real quick how to get this thing to stop moving. So as you can see here, I'm actually touching the ground. I'm clipping through it, that's what's causing this thing to move. So if you notice, it's probably going to be moving. And this has nothing to do with the game, it's just the mod is a little touchy this way. So what I usually do is I'll set it up like this, where it's actually floating a little bit. And as long as it's floating, you're not going to have the tension on the ground, and it won't move this piece up here. So see how it's staying perfectly still? But if I were to accidentally put this too far down and go into the ground a little bit, you're actually going to see how it's moving? I'm not moving the mouse at all. If I push it down a little bit more, you're going to see it move again. I'm not moving the mouse. So you don't want it to be too far in the ground, or it will start to shift like that. You want it to be kind of floating like that, and then it's not going to move. It is perfectly still.
We got like 10 people wanting to know how to get the map.
Alright, hang on guys.
I typed in, I told them that we would get to that.
So again, I could even be here and it's still going to unload. See how it's going to unload? So you don't have to be perfectly over the hole. Just somewhere up in this vicinity, up top, it's going to go ahead and unload. Okay, so now to get this thing to go back in, I'm going to lift it up a little bit. I'm going to hit X. It's going to fold it back up. And if you really want to be precise, you can actually, once it's folded, you can actually move the mouse and get that hook to engage. Move away a little bit, and again, mouse controls, I'm just going to mouse down and lower it, and then I can park this wherever I want. So simple as that. Now we will show you how to unload, and then we'll get to the map. So to unload, you're going to need the Secundiac, which again is in your store. You hit P, you're going to go to the store. It's not in the belt system. It's actually going to be in Auger Wagons, which is right here. So I'm going to click on that. You're going to see the Farm King is in here and the Secundiac is in here. So you can just purchase it right straight from here. Now the Secundiac can be towed. So I can go ahead and hook up to it and tow it around. And what you're going to want to do, the end that's hooked up to the tractor right now is actually the end that you're going to want to face the bin. So what I usually do is I'll get close and go ahead and drop it, get out of the way. And now the Secundiac you can actually drive. So, oops, sorry. So I'm going to jump in here. The mouse controls will control all of the movement, so I can actually lower the wheels and get the arm off the ground, or I can this is left and right on the mouse. I'm holding down the right or the left mouse button, sorry, and if I go up and down, I'm actually going to raise the auger. Now I'm going up, now I'm going down on the mouse. Okay, so We're going to get it up. We're going to get the wheels down so that we can actually move it. Now I'm going to start the engine. You're going to actually hear the little motor come on. And I'm going to move this thing just like you would a normal tractor with the controls. I'm going to get it to where, see where it says pipe out up here on the HUD? When I see start filling, that means I'm lined up with this little discharge pipe. I'll hit B to install the hopper at the bottom, right here. Hit B, and then I'm going to lower this down to the ground so that I can actually get the arm up high enough to get under, or to get over my trailer. Now sometimes when you do this, you might knock yourself out of that zone where it says start filling, so you might actually have to move yourself a little bit closer. I'm going to leave the engine running on this, and actually I forgot. What you also want to do is pipe out. So I'm going to hit 0, or O. We're going to get the pipe out, and then I can just leave this thing here. Now I need to get a tipper. And we can back up under that auger arm just like we would any other. And it's going to give us the option. Wow, if I could back straight tonight.
Them trailers is a pain in the butt anyway.
So once I'm under this, I'm going to go back out here. I'm going to jump in the small auger, and it's going to give me the option to start fill. So I'm going to hit R. It's going to give me this menu, and obviously as you can see, everything is going to be empty except for what we have stored in here. So right now we have 41,238 units of corn. I'm going to hit start, and it's going to automatically unload into my trailer. So that is how we load and unload the bin system, and this will work for every one of the bins that's in the placeable pack. And we showed you how to use the backhoe, we showed you how to use the Farm King, and yeah, so it's pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, it actually adds a lot of realism. You don't just get to pull up and dump. I will say though, if you want to go download a placeable bin pack that has the little dump stations, by all means, you're not going to offend me. I just made this map to be as realistic as possible, and this is more realistic than dumping your grain in a big giant bin complex. So that's why I chose to do it this way. There is, for those of you that are you know, worried about it, on the dairy, if I can get to the dairy, there we go. On the
unzip the pack? I don't think so.
What's that?
Do you have to unzip the pack?
No, the bin pack needs to stay zipped up. Okay, so this silo here at the dairy farm does have a dump station, so if you really don't want to have to deal with the bins, you can always transport your grain here and dump it into the regular dump station. You just pull in here and hit unload, and it's going to dump it into your silo. So there is that, but the rest of the bins on the map are going to be the regular bins.
Thomas, which ones were you using? I don't know if they can hear me or not.
Yeah, they can hear you. Which ones of what?
It didn't work for him. Which pack? He said it didn't show up in the game.
The bin packs didn't show up in the game?
He just said unzip the pack. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, guys. If you're downloading the map from my Facebook page, it's actually set up, it tells you, if it says unzip in the title of the mod, then that means you're going to need to unzip it. If it doesn't say unzip, then don't unzip it. Just put that zip file right in the mods folder. If you're downloading this from a mod site that's combined all this together, I can't help you because I don't know how they downloaded it or uploaded it. So you're going to have to ask those guys how they did it, because you know, it may be in a different format than mine, and I'm not going to know how to tell you what to do. So the best option you can do is download it from my Facebook page, from the UMRV Facebook page, and you're going to know. And I'll actually show you that real quick, as long as we're done with these.
He still says the link gave out, yep, but he said it won't show up.
What won't show up? It won't show up in your store?
Right, in game. Which one, what is not showing up? The auger? Or the bins, or what?
These are all the bins. When you go to your store, you got to go to placeables, and here's all the bins. There's 32 of them, and they work. I can, you know, set them as long as they're in a spot where they don't collide with something. I can spin them and I can set it wherever I want. So,
I think he's meeting the bends and augers.
see, I can put them wherever they won't collide with something. So,
Yeah, they should be in your
if-
Facebook.
if they don't show up in your game or in your store here, usually what's going on is there's a mod conflict. And what that means is basically you need to, when you install your mods, make sure your mod folder is completely empty. Put the map in the mod folder, put the bin pack in the mod folder. You're going to unzip the mod pack itself and put those zip files in the mod folder, and then the required mods, you're going to unzip that and put the required mods into the mod folder. Then go into game. If it lets you load the game and you see the bin pack, you see the mods, you see all that stuff, then that means that there was a mod that you currently had installed that was conflicting with these mods. And if that's the case, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go through each and every mod that you had, add them a couple at a time, and wait until you load the game up. If it works, awesome, those mods are good. Put another couple mods in the game, load it up. If it doesn't work, then you know that you're conflicting. And one of those mods that you have is going to have to go out. You're not going to be able to use it with this map, or at least with this bin pack. Sometimes that happens, and it's the unfortunate world of farm sim. I mean, anybody that's been around this game for a while knows that that's how we have to fix it. So if your mods are not showing up, like your placeables aren't showing up here, and your tractors that come with the mod pack, if they're not showing up in here, then that means that there's a mod conflict, because they work without the conflicts.
Okay, Q Plot says I get off topic, but the hide worker doesn't work for me on this map on some mods, including the 9R pack that came with it.
Yeah, hired workers are going to be really finicky just because of the fact that the fields are not square. But no offense to anybody that does want to get off topic, let's talk about the augers. If there's any questions about the augers, let's answer that real quick, because there are people that are going to want to watch this video after it's been uploaded, and I don't want them to have to watch through the video to get to those questions. So if you guys have any questions about the augers, ask it now, and if not, I'll move on to the pin post, because I'm getting a ton of questions about that.
Okay, we have no questions.
I'm going to give it just a little bit, just in case. If there's any questions about the augers, let's ask them now so we can get it figured out.
Okay, could you show me the Chevy from the pack?
The what from the pack?
Chevy? I didn't know we had a Chevy in the pack.
Alright, we're not going to get off topic, so let's talk about the augers. If no one wants to talk about the augers, I'm going to move to the pin post.
Alright.
No questions?
Nope.
Alright, let's move to the pin post. So for everybody that keeps asking, how do I find the pin post? How do I download this map? Where is it at? If you go to Facebook, you're going to see this page here, Upper Mississippi River Valley, okay? The very first, actually, let it load up here. Wow, come on, Facebook. Okay, oh, it just started to show. So when you get to the Facebook page, right here, the very, very first post in this page says, DR modding releases will be posted here. This is where all of the mods are downloadable, okay? You're not going to see them all because people comment here. So what you have to do is you're going to have to click on View Previous Comments, and that's going to bring you up to the top of the list, okay? And sometimes you may even have to click this a couple times. And that's going to bring you up to these comment lists, and you're going to scroll down it until you find the links. This is that new Batco I was telling you guys about. This is the revised version that works. But since you're not seeing any other mods, let's hit that button again, and we'll scroll up a little further. So again, view previous comments, and that's going to take us to the top of the list because there's no other option. Here is the mods for the map, okay? So UMRV Beta version 2. This is the map itself. The unzip UMRV required mods. That means that once you download this, you need to unzip it and put the zip files into your mod folder. Don't unzip everything, just unzip the main folder that this all comes in. Inside of this, there's going to be a bunch of smaller zip files. Those are fine. Leave those zipped, pop them in your mods folder. This is the placeable bin pack. If you want your bins to show up in game, you're going to need this. So again, don't unzip it. It doesn't say unzip. Leave this bin pack the way it is. Pop it right into your mods folder. It should work. This is the mod pack. This is the tractors and the Chevy trucks and all that stuff. Again, unzip. It says right here. That means that you're going to need to unzip the main folder and put the zip files that are in here into the mods folder. Okay? You don't have to unzip this one, and you don't have to unzip the map. But if it says unzip, that means you're going to have to unzip it before you pop it into your mods folder. If you scroll all the way down here, this is going to be the Batco. I accidentally sent you guys the wrong Batco in the pack, so what you're going to want to do if you want to use the Batco augers is download this one and replace it with, there's going to be a Batco auger in this pack.
I do see one problem.
What?
And that is too many people commenting in a pinned post. I would delete all of them out and just have them post there, because they shouldn't be commenting them there. It does make it really hard for people to find the mods.
Sure. And I'll see if I can turn that off for this post. So I'll block the comments. But either way, that's where you're going to want to go. It's on the page. It's on the regular Facebook page. The very first post is going to say DR modding releases, and that'll always stay the very top post. So at any of the future releases that we do, they're going to be included in this pinned post. Okay? So any questions about that, how to get the map, how to download the mods, how to zip them and place them places?
Well, yeah, Bryce said tell them that it's also on American style modding, which
I'm not gonna tell you guys that, because yeah, it's available in other places, but at the same time it's set up in different formats. So if you download it in that format and you're having problems, I'm not gonna be able to help you. And I've already had probably 10 messages today from people that have downloaded on other sites and they can't figure it out, and they're asking me to help them, and I can't help all you guys. I mean, I'm getting messages left and right. I can't help you when I don't know how they did it. And a lot of the other mod sites, they're putting them all together on one zip, which is great. It saves you guys some time, but at the same time, they're not labeling things like this one says unzip. They're not doing this. And so when you download this, you're not going to know which one goes where and which one has to be unzipped, which one doesn't have to be unzipped. So for the sake of easiness, if you guys want to get support from me and from this group, you're going to have to download it from our Facebook page. If you don't download it from this Facebook page, you're on your own. I can't help you with, what format it comes in. So by all means, if you want to download it from them, go ahead, but I'm not going to be able to walk you through how to do it. It's nothing personal. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I literally don't know how they're uploading them. So download it here.
Yeah, we prefer you download it here anyway. It'll stay here, but you know how that is in the community.
Yeah, I mean, the mods are always going to get leaked. Once you make them public, they're always going to go somewhere. But the thing is, guys, it also prohibits me from, I can't tell how many people have downloaded the map if you're downloading from another site, because they're not keeping track of it's not coming from the same place. And so I can't see how many people are downloading the map. I can't see a lot of statistics for the map when you download it from another site. So
another guy just suggested doing what I said with the pin post, fixing it so they can't comment, because it does make it hard to find the downloads.
Yeah, and we'll definitely, like I said, I will try to block the comments from this post itself, so that you won't have to sift through all these comments to try to find it. But in the meantime, if you do ever hear that, hey, we're releasing something, this is where it's going to be. This post will always be at the top of the page. The very first thing you get to when you get to this page is going to be right here. So any other questions about downloading the download links, how to unzip everything? It's pretty self-explanatory. If it says unzip, that means you got to unzip it. If it doesn't, then you don't. Just place them right into your mods folder. We getting any questions about that, Roger? You still there, Roger? Yoo-hoo. Roger. I don't know where Roger went.
Hey,
Yep.
I found out why. I think I found out why your straw things were not showing up.
Well, let's not talk about that here because I don't want to confuse everybody. I don't know where Roger went. He's reading my messages because I can't see you guys. So hopefully there's not any questions about the pin post. I don't know where Roger went. Come on, Roger. Jump back in. I can't read you guys' messages while I'm in here. So someone did.
Let's see.
Alright, there he is. I couldn't hear you at all, bud.
I actually walked in down real quick. Really love the auger idea. Always wanted to use a palm sim for a long time. All good thanks to the work on the map, and that's it so far.
Okay, so no questions about the pin post. Someone wanted to see the Chevy. We'll show them.
Yeah, Bryce wanted to see the Chevy that came with the mod pack.
Okay, so this is the 3500. I believe this is not an original model. This is an edit. And correct me if I'm wrong, Roger, but I don't think this was an original one. It could be. I don't know. It's color changeable. It's got 2 options for the engines.
I think it's actually an edit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an edit. Which means that basically it was a public release, but the person that edited it made it a little different. Maybe changed the tires or changed the chrome, changed the way that it handles, engine, things like that. So there's the Chevy. And honestly, guys, these are not the greatest mods in the world. We're not trying to pretend they are. We just wanted to help some people out that don't have access to mods or that don't know where to download them. We wanted to give you an American style map with some American style vehicles and tractors that you could use right off the bat. So none of us are trying to take credit for these mods or trying to say, these are the best mods in the world. There are plenty of mods better by these guys that made these, that edited these mods, and they will be released, on their Facebook pages and stuff like that. But these are just the ones that come with. So you get.
Okay, what other trucks came in the pack? I think you may as well do the whole thing. Everybody who wants to see all the trucks that come in the pack, just download the pack. There's some great stuff in there.
I'll show you guys real quick. I'm going to get rid of everything, and we'll just go ahead and we'll show you the mod pack real quick.
Yeah, the Dodge is very nice. That is also an edit.
Okay, so we've got the Chevy that we just showed. I'm just gonna buy them all. We've got the Dodge 2500. It's been released. You have the option of a gooseneck hitch or standard. You have 3 different engines: 6.7 Cummins high output, 6.7 Cummins IS6, and the 3.0 Eco Diesel. It is also color changeable. I'm gonna leave it white just to show you guys the logo. And the design options are beacon or standard. This one comes with the logo that goes.
Okay. Bryce says he doesn't have a PC yet. He's saving to get one on the 14.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So this comes with the logo for the dairy farm, and actually, eventually, this mod pack will. All of these trucks will have several different logo options that'll match all the farm logos. So if you're playing the dairy, you'll be able to get the dairy logo. It'll be down here in the options, or you'll be able to get the the other farms or the logging company. So it'll be kind of cool. We've got the 650. It has 3 engine options as well, and it is also color changeable. So we'll make it blue. We have 2 police cars. Now these are very, very basic mods, but they're basically just something to have fun with, and the decals on them are actually the exact paint jobs that the sheriff vehicles in this area of Iowa would have. So it's kind of cool. And that's it for trucks. For semis, you're going to get a Peterbilt 377. It has 4 engine options. It is also color changeable. It's got an oversized load sign on the front bumper here that'll show up, and you can actually change the design color. We'll leave this like that for now. And then you also have the Mack Titan. This is an original model. That was the guy that's actually talking, reading the messages to me, Roger. He was a big part of this. He's the one that got it out and working. They actually bought this model. It is a paid model that was designed for Roger, and Roger and Bart put it together and got it in game. And it has 3 options for engines. It is also color changeable, and it has beacon lights or standard. So that's it for the semis. We'll go ahead and show these off real quick, just so you guys can see them, and I'll make some room here. So we got the Chevy. We already showed you. We got the Dodge with the Dairy Farm logos on it. It's got the Iowa license plates, same county as this map. The F650 Charger police car. It's got working lights. Got a Tahoe police car. It's got working lights, sirens. We got the Peterbilt 377. I used the oversized load option on it. Pretty decent interior. And the Mack Titan. And this actually has the Manning Transportation logos, which is actually on the map. There's a location that's called Manning Transportation. It's a building that you guys can use, so we decided to give it a logo that would represent the map.
Okay, I have a question for everybody that's listening. Would y'all be interested in some tri-drives? Not lift axle, but rear wheels actually has 6. I've got several of those I purchased, and we'll be releasing if people are interested in.
So I'm going to get rid of these again so we can free up some room. We'll go with tractors here. So the tractors, these are all edits. Again, I say edits from Brian Taylor or Taylor Farms. He made these edits. They're all public released tractors, and he just changed some edits on them. We might not have enough money to do this. I might have to lease them. I don't have a money cheat in, so yeah, we'll go ahead and lease them. These are all public released. He just edited them, made some things different with them. Again, we're not trying to say these are the best mods out there or that no one can make better mods. We're just trying to give people some American style tractors that they can use on this map. So they have some options on them. Oh, I didn't buy that one. Oops. We'll lease it. Oh, I don't even have enough. I bought that last one, didn't I?
Yep.
That took all my money. Okay, let's see if we have enough money to... hey, why didn't those ones go away? They're over here. Alright, we'll get rid of all these. Sorry, guys. Just trying to save some money here. Uh-oh. Where are you? Alright. We've got 443. We'll see if that's enough. Okay, so what do I have here? I've got 9R. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got this one.
Moving so fast, my eyes can't keep up with you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to make the stream not so long. Oops.
Right.
We got the 8R. Again, has a bunch of options on it. Got the 7. Oh, wait, no. This is the 8R. Bunch of options. I might have just gotten 2 8Rs. That's alright. 7R, bunch of options.
But now when you lease, you can't
6Rs. Yeah, you can. You just can't change them. Yeah. You just can't change them once you buy it. And the 6R. The rest of these are all stock tractors.
I've never used the lease thing. I always buy, but like I said, I have no clue how to use the lease option.
Yeah, I did buy 2 8Rs. So again, we're not saying they're the best mods in the world, but I think Brian Taylor did a pretty good job on the edits. I've got a lot of modded tractors in my mod folder, and I actually like the 6R. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And the 7R. So I mean, there's some decent ones in here. This one's pretty cool. So again, most of them have IC and all sorts of stuff. So anyways, that is the tractors. And sorry guys, I'm kind of rushing through it, but we're really not trying to make a very long stream tonight. I just wanted to really show you guys the auger systems. That's really the whole point in getting in here.
And this is not the final map. This is beta 2.
I gotta go to least.
For any problems you guys find, please let us know.
Yep, and so are the mods. The mods are not final either. Most of them are betas.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, real quick, we've got some trailers. We've got a tipper, a Tempty Super Hopper. I don't want to buy it. We'll lease it. And then we have a Lowboy. This one comes with the front. It comes with a regular rear booster, and you do have the options of extensions and oversized load signs. And then we actually have one with a booster, and again comes with extensions and oversized load signs or standard. So that would be trailers. Oops. So we've got the regular 2-axle. We've got one with a booster on the back, and then we've got the tongue to go with it, and a Tempty Super Hopper with the Manning Transportation logo, which is the transportation company that's on the map. So those also come in the mod pack. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I think you covered it pretty good.
I don't think there's any others in the mod pack. I could be wrong, but that's it for now, at least. There will be a lot more mods coming out with other, future releases, or even just on Rednecks Modding, their page, and Rogers are part of that group. So.
Well, I'll probably post something on yours too if we can get fixed that way.
Yeah, absolutely. So, any other questions, guys? Again, we didn't want to make the stream too long. I've got to run anyways, so I'll answer any questions you guys have real quick if you got any. I really just wanted to show you the augers because I've been getting a lot of messages about how to use those, and messages about where to find the download links. So
I think that's it. I'm not seeing any more questions. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the GSL era. That is a building. We know it's in there, but it doesn't hurt anything for gameplay.
Yeah, the GISL error is basically a shader error, and it's for one of the older buildings. This map was originally made for FS15, and so there are some buildings that are in here from FS15, and actually, like this one right here, I can show you. This Wells Fargo. This is actually a 15 building, and it throws that GISL error. So it's just a shader error. Those are all in the process of being fixed. The ones that can't be fixed, though, like Roger said, it doesn't do anything to your game. It doesn't affect your performance. It doesn't affect your FPS. I can take this building out of the map, and the map runs exactly the same way as it would with it in. Yep. So it's just going to throw that one GISL error in your log, but as far as gameplay goes, it works fine. And I could take this building out, but it wouldn't be as realistic. You're not going to have buildings, so it just kind of is what it is. But I wouldn't be worried about it. It's not going to affect your game at all. So
the GISLs, they nothing to worry about.
Any other questions?
Well, shit, mate. I'm late and just tell you use the augers. I think the video will be posted so y'all can rewatch it.
Yep, it'll be posted. It'll as soon as we get off the stream, it'll upload, and you guys can watch it again. And that link will still be valid in the Facebook page, so you'll be able to see it once it'll take a little while to upload once we stop the stream, but it'll be there. Anything else?
That's all.
Are there, for the guys that are on here, there's 25 people in here right now. What do you guys want to see as far as streams go? What would you guys like to see in the future? Because we do want to, put out some videos for you guys. So if you have any ideas, you want to see some Let's Play videos, or do you want to see some tutorials on map making? you know, let me know in the comments so I know what type of videos you guys are wanting to see. Because we
I
would.
want to be able to fly around like Superman.
Yep. This is. We got some fields that are withering here. Better start harvesting. Yeah, you want to be able to fly around like Superman, and you also want to be able to control the time. Woo! Look at that.
The blue truck, I will talk to the guy that helped make it, and I don't see where it'd be an issue releasing it. I'll just have to make sure on that before I can say yes.
Yeah, we just have to make sure. Bart did a lot of work on the T880 that you're talking about. I think that's what it is, isn't it?
T800.
T800. So it is a badass little truck, and I don't think he would have any problem. I mean, we'll have to talk to him first, but he just got to make sure that, you know, there's permissions and all that stuff. We're not big on releasing private mods, so if someone, you know, made that model and they don't want to release it, then we're not going to release it. But if it's got,
Okay.
you know, if we've got permission, we'll definitely do it.
Okay, a guy said help with map making would be great for tutorials. I think map making tutorials would be good. I know how to add objects and stuff. Texturing is a different story. Okay, we're getting some stuff here now. If you missed beginning, click right. The red line should take you to the start of the stream. Okay, another one. You guys are very nice people for releasing all the mods. Thanks. Okay. So map tutorials is a definite.
Yeah, and I would love to do some map tutorials, guys, because when I first started, I know I've kind of told this story a bunch of times, but I knew nothing about map making or Giants Editor, and I got so frustrated that there wasn't any realistic maps, and the maps that were out there, you know, no one seemed to want to share them, and so I basically taught myself how to do this, and this is really my first map release. There's going to be plenty more here to follow. Me and Roger are working on some maps, and Rednecks Modding, we're all working kind of together as a team to make some really awesome realistic maps, not these flat farm sim maps that you're used to. We want our maps to actually feel like they're in a real world location. So there will be some more maps, and I actually was thinking about doing like a map making tutorial where I'll start off with a blank map, and we'll actually walk through all the different steps to make it into a map. So kind of teach you guys what I wish I would have known when I first started.
And Bryce said do a let's play with the Mega Dairy operation.
The Mega Dairy right here.
Gotta do a little Mega Dairy work.
Yep, we could definitely do that. Yeah, definitely.
And this guy said country. Like I said, I got my glasses off, so y'all bear with me on the reading. In Minnesota, it sure looks like home, LOL.
Oh yeah.
Like he said, we are going to make more maps. This is the first of our collaboration. So y'all kind of, you know, put out what you'd kind of like to see. And
there's also
happen.
one other thing I do want to touch on, guys. There's a lot of people that have these kind of rude, snippy comments about how the map's lagging and this and that. I don't want to sound rude or mean to you guys, but as you can see, I'm flying around this map right now, and I'm also online streaming, so you guys can watch this live, and there is absolutely zero lag. So if you're having lag, there is a good potential that it's a mod that you have in the game, or it's your computer isn't, you know, up to par with this map. And I'm not trying to say anything personal against your computer. I'm just saying it is what it is. The people that have computers that are running this game have said it's running fine. The people that are saying, hey, it's laggy and it's crap and blah blah blah, we got into a discussion with a guy the other day that's running an HP, you know, compact computer with no graphics card, and he's mad that the map isn't running smooth. This map is not going to work on Windows 95 on a 10-year-old, you know, 15-year-old computer, and I'm sorry, but I can't make it work on that computer. So, you know, unfortunately, you're going to need a decent computer to run it. My stats are actually in the stream right now. It's nothing special. It's not some big master gaming rig. It's your kind of the, you know, bottom of the line or middle of the line gaming computer. So I'm able to run it without any lag. My FPS is great, as you guys can see. So please, if you're having issues with lag, look elsewhere. It might be a mod that you have installed. It might be just the computer that you're using to run it.
Okay, Alex Potamon, like I said, I'll butcher your name, please excuse me. Alex is playing on the map now. Looks like you need to work on the field boundaries.
Yeah, field dimensions are not set up yet. And again, this is a beta, guys. This is not a finished product. I could have kept this in its stage and said, you know what, you're going to have to wait until the finished product before you can have it. I wanted to release it to you guys so you could enjoy it in a beta stage. But please understand, it's beta. It's not a finished map. It's not. There's going to be some issues. There's going to be some errors. There's going to be some texture things that come up. There's going to be, you know, field issues that come up. So if you're waiting for a 110% finished map that will never have any problems, you're going to be waiting. Go play a different map. This map is a work in progress. It is a very finished or getting close to finished work in progress, but there will be problems. So version 3, which is the next version, a lot of those issues are going to be resolved. The field boundaries will be fixed. There will be some extra fruits, some extra, you know, plantable, you know, or plants, I should say. There'll be some extra features, some different things. Like as you can see, I'm actually building the sawmill over here as we speak. And it's not in your version, but it is in this version. So we're actually working on getting the sawmill in right now as we speak, and it's actually going to be more of an American style, you know, sawmill. So something that we're not used to seeing in farm sim maps. So it is a work in progress, guys. So please understand that, and by all means, let me know when you see something wrong, or let me know if you see errors, because I do want to fix them.
Okay, one guy suggests an Ohio-Indiana line map.
We have had a lot of Illinois requests.
Yep.
We've had some Indiana, not a whole lot, but we have had a lot of Ohio and Illinois. We've had some ideas down south. We've talked about Virginia. We've talked about Tennessee. We've talked about Colorado. Maybe a mountain, not a full mountain map, but like a front range map where the mountains meet the plains. So you'd actually have farming and mountains to deal with. We've talked about upper state New York. We've talked about all sorts of different locations. And I've actually got terrain built already for some of these ideas. So we've already kind of got to jump up on some maps. I've got some trains for mountain maps. I've got some trains for some kind of Midwest maps.
Damn, she boxed.
So you guys will be seeing some more maps from us coming out.
Doesn't bark much, but she does bark.
Any other questions or anything? So we can kind of wrap it up. I do appreciate you guys all hanging out here with us. We'll definitely do some map tutorials. We'll do some Let's Play videos.
Yes, the map is seasons ready.
Yeah, map is seasons ready. I don't have it in right now, but it is seasons ready.
But like he said, just please remember, this is still a beta. We're still working on it. Right, but actually, we were working on it before we come in here. But
yeah, I'm basically always working on this map. So you know, it is a work in progress. I was actually building the sawmill, and we were all in TeamSpeak, and I noticed a Facebook message about. It was like the 20th Facebook message today that I got about those augers, and I said, screw it, we're going to jump in a stream and we're going to show off these augers so that we can help people figure it out.
Okay, Nick Christian said, DR, I need you to message me, please. Hey.
Nick Christian?
Yeah, I guess he could shoot you a message, couldn't he?
Yeah, just message me on the UMRV Facebook page, and I'll answer you back when we get out of the stream.
Are they going to be custom crop textures?
There actually already is. Not all of the crops are custom, and we're probably withered right now. Yeah, all the crops have died because we've been in the stream too long. But there are custom crop textures. The corn is custom. You're not going to see that corn texture on any other maps. I think this is withered.
Actually, a guy wants to know where we're from. I'm actually from Virginia.
I
was in Iowa.
I grew up in Colorado, spent the majority of my early stages in Colorado, and then I've lived in Iowa for the last 10 years, in central Iowa. We've got guys in our group from Illinois, New York, Ohio, Nebraska, Michigan, Australia. Where else? They're from all over the place.
Yeah. But if that's it, then I guess we'll go back to work on the map. Because
Yeah.
we did find an issue with the dairy. So if y'all find an issue with the dairy, it's going to be being worked on.
Yep, it is all a work in progress, guys. So if you notice something wrong, let us know so we can get it fixed.
He wants to see the corn texture, but I think it's done withered.
Yeah, it's definitely withered. If you guys want to sit here and wait, I'll start a new game.
Well, you could, but no, you can't fix the texture once it's withered.
Watch, it'll kick me out now all of a sudden.
The corn texture actually is actually a very good corn texture, but he said he's still not happy with it. So
Yeah, I'm actually gonna fix it a little more. It's not up to my standards, but it definitely looks more realistic than a lot of the corn textures that you're gonna see. That's just my personal opinion. Alright. Oop, let me sell that so that's gonna get really annoying. Where's some corn? Where's some corn? Oop.
right behind there.
So here's your corn textures. And the reason I'm not okay with it is we still have this little white border around it, and that drives me nuts. So that'll be fixed. There's some custom foliage in the map, like the bushes and stuff like that. I think the wheat is a custom texture, not by us, but it is a custom texture. No, where's beans? Beans.
Okay,
I think
can you
beans.
add corn and wet distillers for feed ratio for cows? We were actually talking about that earlier.
We're gonna try. We're gonna give it our best to add some corn feed and things like that. And actually, if I hurry up and get up to the sawmill, you guys will notice that it's actually working. Because I think with this save game, there's actually some stuff going on in here. Come on,
Yeah, see,
come
I
on.
don't have the sawmill version yet, so
The only problem is it's driving through the garage door right now. So yeah, sawmill's working. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of works in progress going on this map right now.
oh yeah, sawmill is working. You got it. Okay, open the door. Good
Yep.
deal.
Yep, and just to show Jason here, if he's still watching, I don't know if he is.
I'll start fleet.
Just want Jason to take a little gander at this right here.
It's your basic, what kind of stock fleet do you get when you start off? It's your basic, stuff. You just,
I don't know if I might have sold it. Hang on. Do I have anything in the garage? No, I got rid of everything on this save game. This is just
Yeah.
kind of my test save game where I go in and make sure things are working, so I don't have the stock set up in here. But it's all stock tractors from the game. That way you don't have to have any mods installed. But
yeah, Alex says he lives about 20 minutes from McGregor, feels just like home.
awesome, man. That was the idea. I visit McGregor at least twice a year. Well, at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. And I love it up there, so that's why I picked this location. It is an absolutely beautiful place in real life, for those of you that haven't been there.
That seems to be it.
Alright guys, well, we're going to get back to working on the map then. Enjoy your Saturday night, and thanks for watching the stream. I'll try to put out some map tutorials, and maybe do some live stream sessions with the map tutorials, so that you guys can ask questions as I go. I need to figure out my comments though, because right now I can't view my comments when I'm streaming, so that's why Roger's in here reading your comments for me. So as soon as I can figure out the comment overlay and all that stuff, we might do some live stream tutorials. but I'll definitely do some tutorial videos either way on map making. And yeah, so thanks again. Nick Christian, I think you said it was. Shoot me a message on Facebook if you haven't already, and I'll get back to you, man, once the stream's up. So, all right, thanks, guys.